Listen, I love me some pasta, and the best thing about pasta to me is when it's quick and easy. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make a beef and noodle pasta. Just that simple, but it's delicious. Get in your kitchen, let's go. So let's go ahead and get started. Right here we have our beef tips. They're cut into little small bite-sized chunks like this. We have our pasta here. Now guys, I typically, when I make this, I use egg noodle, the wide egg noodle pasta. Here, I can't find any egg noodle. I know that's blasphemous, so what I'm gonna use this Pappardelle pasta. I'd rather the wide noodles for this particular recipe, so this is the only thing I can find. So let's just hope this works. If it doesn't, make sure you use egg noodles. Right here we have some beef broth, cornstarch, some bay leaves, salt, pepper. We have some chopped garlic here, butter, water, dry thyme. We have some Cajun seasoning, and we have onions right here. So these are the ingredients. It's time to get started. All right, to get started, we're gonna heat our skillet up. And once it starts heating, drop your butter in there, along with your onions. And we're gonna cook these over medium heat for about 3 to 4 minutes. You want those onions to start to soften. And after about 3 minutes, we're gonna add our garlic. We're gonna move that around for about a minute or so. All right, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding our beef. We're gonna take our Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes with the onions and garlic on a medium heat. All right, so now we're about 10 minutes in. We're gonna take 2 cups of our chicken broth, and we're gonna whisk that in. We're gonna add all our seasoning, our salt and pepper, our thyme, and our bay leaves. We're gonna up that temperature. So we're gonna bring this to a boil. And while it's coming to a boil, we're just gonna get it mixed up. All right, so now it's reached its boiling point. We're just gonna cover it up, reduce the heat to low, and we're gonna let this cook for about 20 to 30 minutes until that meat is tender. Now, what may happen is some of that liquid is gonna start to absorb. Keep an eye on it, because once that liquid starts to absorb, remember, we have another additional cup of broth over here that we're gonna add to it as that liquid absorbs. We don't want it to completely run out, all right? So 20 to 30 minutes, but keep an eye on it. All right, so we're about 45 to 50 minutes in to my mixture, because like I said, I want you to cook this until your beef is tender. I mean, you don't want your beef to be tough. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna remove these bay leaves out of here right now, and we're going to take our 1/4 cup of water along with our cornstarch, and we're gonna start adding this slowly into our mixture. We're gonna let this cook for 10 minutes until that sauce has thickened. And while you're waiting on your sauce to thicken, make sure you start preparing your noodles. So as soon as this ready, after that 10 minutes, your noodles will either be done or close to it, and cook them according to the package instructions. All right, guys, we're about 10 minutes in. Take a look at that sauce we have. It's thickened up. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna head over to our cutting board. Our noodles are ready, and we're gonna get this thing finished up so we can jump into quality control. All right, guys, so now that our noodles are ready, we're just gonna start adding those here. Now you can just add, if you want to, you can just add your noodles to a plate, and you could just top it off with some of your beef tips. But here, we're going to add our noodles directly to our meat. take a look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. And we're just gonna top that off. You already know we're gonna come across that with some of that green stuff. Some fresh parsley this time. Add a little color. And there you have it, guys. Beef and noodles. Just that simple. But an easy and delicious recipe. I'm gonna leave all the measurements and ingredients in the video description below. Let's jump into quality control. Let's test it out. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, so now it's time to check out beef and noodles. Guys, and listen, it looked like these are Pappardelle noodles. I hope I said it right. Look like they worked out pretty well. Let's test it out. Man, the flavor. Probably one of them. And the beef, tender. Make sure you cook your beef till it's tender. You don't want to undercook it and eat this with some tough beef, man. I can't stand tough beef cuts. This here is absolutely amazing. Has so much flavor. I don't need to add in this more salt and more pepper. And if you can't find the wide egg noodle, definitely use this particular noodle right here. So until then, guys, I'm your cook, Spinelli. Y'all already know, all wings, everything. And remember, I'm not a chef, just cook a lot. And now I'm out. Peace.